The United States Marine Corps, the finest fighting force the world has ever known. A strong statement, but one of fact, proven again and again for more than 200 years. Proven in 1805 at Derna, Tripoli, in 1918 at Bellewood, France, and in 1942 at Guadalcanal. Proven again in 1950 at the Chosin Reservoir in Korea, in 1968 at Khe Sanh in Vietnam, and in 1991 in Kuwait. No matter the time, the mission, the enemy, or the battlefield conditions, one of the things that remains uniquely distinctive about the Marine Corps is its leaders, in particular, its officers. Why are Marine officers so distinctive? What sets them apart from the leaders of other services? What does the Marine Corps do to instill the leadership principles and warfighting skills in the young men and women that makes them the finest leaders in the world? Every Marine officer, no matter what commissioning program they came through, no matter what specialty they desire, begins service as an officer of Marines at what is known as the Basic School at the Marine Corps Combat Development Command in Quantico, Virginia. The consummate purpose of this school is to prepare all officers to lead our most valuable asset, the enlisted Marine. Because no other American armed service has such an equivalent school where all their new officers attend, the Basic School is truly unique to the Marine Corps. A formal school for newly commissioned officers was first established in 1891 at Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. It was called the School of Application. Over the years, it underwent a series of name changes as well as organizational adjustments and was located at various Marine barracks on the eastern seaboard. It has been home ported at Annapolis, Maryland, Port Royal, South Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and since 1942, the Basic School has been located on the Marine Corps base at Quantico, Virginia. The Basic School has been garrisoned at a variety of camp and temporary locations on the base, and in 1958, it was permanently located at Camp Barrett. With nearly 70 square miles of training area, Camp Barrett has evolved from a collection of tents and Quonset huts into a modern, self-sufficient facility consisting of bachelor officer quarters for 1,250 officer students, 4 modern multimedia classrooms, each capable of seating 250 students, and a 5th classroom set up with sand tables, which are used for the teaching and discussion of various tactical concepts before going into the actual training area. There is also a combat conditioning facility with an indoor swimming pool, gymnasium, and weight room. There is a fully equipped medical and dental facility. A small Marine Corps exchange and uniform shop where the officers can purchase the various uniforms required for Marine officers, such as dress blues, dress whites, and the service uniform. A 500-seat auditorium, and the 3rd largest and most diversified armory in the Marine Corps, which houses the rifles, pistols, machine guns, and other weapons used to train our student officers.
Our mission at the Basic School is to provide our officers, both lieutenants and warrant officers, with the esprit, the knowledge, and the leadership skills necessary for them to assume their places in the Fleet Marine Forces, with a particular emphasis on the duties and responsibilities of the rifle platoon commander. Just as every Marine is taught at recruit training and during his subsequent follow-on entry-level training to be a Marine rifleman first, here at the Basic School we teach our young officers how to command that rifle platoon. Our officers will take other MOSs, they will go on to be pilots, logisticians, intelligence officers, etc. But first and foremost, they will always be a rifle platoon commander.
The continuous and rigorous training conducted at the Basic School is made possible by Support Battalion. While Headquarters and Service Company provides administrative support for the permanent staff, the bulk of the training is supported by the Enlisted Instructor Company and the Training Support Company. The curriculum at the Basic School is intense. 7 classes per year are conducted, with each class having a maximum of 250 students. The course is 23 weeks long and includes over 1,700 hours of classroom instruction, practical application during field exercises, discussion groups, and sand table exercises, as well as individual counseling given by the company staff. An estimated 1,500 officers from various commissioning programs attend the basic school each year. Among them will be approximately 60 women officers. Additionally, about 20 international military students are trained here each year. They represent countries from Asia, Central and South America, the Middle East, and Africa. Evaluation of the students in the basic officer course is divided into 3 categories: leadership, academics, and military skills. An officer's final class standing is based on performance in these 3 areas and will have a direct influence on the assignment of a military occupational specialty. Each class is organized into a company, commanded by a major, composed of 5 to 6 platoons, led by captains or first lieutenants. The staff officers serve as role models, setting leadership standards for the students to emulate. They are also tasked with evaluating and counseling each officer to assist each officer in developing and refining his or her own leadership skills.
The primary focus as a staff platoon commander is on developing our newly commissioned and warrant officers into self-confident, capable, thinking leaders who can make the tough decisions under the pressure of the battlefield or in garrison.
To aid the staff platoon commanders with the evaluation and counseling of the student officers, the student billet holder concept is utilized. Each student is given the opportunity to fill leadership positions such as fire team leader, squad leader, platoon sergeant, platoon commander, and company commander. Upon completion of the week-long tour as a student leader, the officer receives a written evaluation and personal counseling from either the company commander or the staff platoon commander. At specified intervals during the course, the students will submit peer evaluations. These evaluations not only give the staff platoon commander insight concerning each student's performance in the eyes of their classmates, but they also give the students practical experience in appraising an individual's performance, a responsibility of Marine officers throughout their careers. The leadership billet and peer evaluations, along with the staff platoon commander's overall evaluation, are compiled to form the student officer's final leadership grade. This leadership grade comprises roughly 1/3 of their overall class standing. While the company staff officers are the primary leadership role models, it is the instructional group which actually conducts the formal leadership and warfighting skills instruction. Much of the formal leadership instruction is presented as a problem-solving exercise in which the lieutenants are presented with a situation for which they must identify and prioritize problems and list possible solutions. Additional leadership views and insights are provided by various senior officers who visit the basic school to serve as guest speakers at mess nights or on the combat leadership panel. The instructional group also teaches an extensive array of tactical topics such as individual movement techniques, techniques for day and night firing, and the planning, coordination, and execution of offensive and defensive operations from the squad level to the company level. In addition to the basic tactics and warfighting skills, the students learn the fundamentals of mechanized operations, urban warfare, convoy operation, communication, patrolling, and the techniques for planning, coordinating, calling for, and controlling all types of supporting fires, including mortars, artillery, and close air support by both tactical fighter aircraft and helicopter gunships. The instructional group also conducts a basic school amphibious landing exercise for each class. The students embark aboard a U.S. Navy amphibious ship, then sail from Little Creek, Virginia, to the Marine Corps base at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, to conduct an amphibious landing, using amphibious tractors known as Amtraks. The amphibious landing is where the student officers get first-hand experience with a Navy Marine Corps team, the most versatile and potent fighting force in the world. The second evaluation category of the basic course is that of academics. The academic portion of a student's final grade is based on a student's performance on 11 extremely challenging written examinations, such as offensive and defensive operations, land navigation, and personal and general administration. The last portion of the officer's final grade is in the area of military skills. Those skills include physical fitness, marksmanship qualification, and land navigation. In today's Marine Corps, with the emphasis on fast-moving, light, hard-hitting combat forces, physical fitness is one of the most important prerequisites of being an officer of Marines. At the basic school, physical fitness encompasses much more than just running and calisthenics. There is the Marine Corps obstacle course, as well as the 6-mile endurance course, where the officers learn to master both natural and man-made obstacles. At times, Marines have to move into combat by foot. Endurance marches are used at the basic school to build endurance and fortitude. Another part of the physical training package is close combat, where the student officers learn basic hand-to-hand warfighting skills that may someday save their lives in combat. Pugil stick fighting is an effective way to teach students the needed skills to defeat the enemy in a face-to-face situation and at the same time build self-confidence in their own abilities. A progressive hand-to-hand combat line program is also taught at the basic school. The line program is a mixture of prescribed grapples, kicks, jabs, punches, and throws, specifically designed for simplicity of execution and lethality. Students are taught the line under simulated and controlled conditions. Marksmanship is one of the most important aspects of being a Marine officer. Students are taught basic marksmanship principles such as sight alignment, sight picture, and trigger control for both the rifle and the pistol. Land navigation is another vital phase of military skills training. The students are taught map reading, terrain recognition, and how to use the compass in conjunction with a map to find known objectives. Scores from these and other military skills events are tallied with each student's leadership and academic averages to determine their overall grade and standing within the company. This class standing is important to the officers because that, coupled with the needs of the Marine Corps and the officers' own desires, will determine their assignment to a military occupational specialty, which are assigned in the last month of the course. Upon graduating from the basic school, the commissioned officers will proceed to their occupational specialty school. But no matter what specialty they will be trained for, all Marine officers are first trained at the basic school to be basic rifle platoon commanders, giving all Marine officers a common bond and understanding of each other and the needs of the Marine infantrymen on the front line. The broad range of instruction and professional warfighting education presented at the basic school is designed to provide our enlisted Marines with the finest leadership possible. All the officers leave the basic school having met or exceeded those high standards established by the officers who have gone before. With unforeseen enemies in an uncertain world, there is one certainty. There is no finer leaders or a finer fighting force in the world than the officers and Marines of the United States Marine Corps.